DreAllDay.com.
This morning I want to talk about respecting success. Respecting success. And I posted about this on Instagram yesterday. If you're not following my Instagram, follow me on IG so you can see what I posted yesterday. It's still up there. But I want to give you a couple tips about respecting it. And what I mean by it means even when you achieve something that you might not think is so big or something, thank you, Leah, you achieve something that you don't think is so big or something you don't think is that monumental, or you know somebody who did something way bigger than what you did, that doesn't mean you should talk down on what you did or disrespect what you did. So I'm going to give you a couple tips today on how you can start respecting your own success, because that's the only way you are going to develop more of that success. Number one is this. Even when you have the smallest of successes, the smallest achievements, you need to be thankful for that achievement. You need to recognize yourself for that achievement. Be thankful for the fact that you did it. You got to start by being thankful for the little things, because that's the only way you're going to get the big things. Y'all have heard that before, right? You got to start with the small stuff to get to the big stuff. So even when you achieve something small, you make your first dollar in business, that's okay. You're not a millionaire yet, but you made your first dollar. You got more than zero. So you should be thankful for that. So be thankful for that small success that you had. Number two, stop talking down on your achievements. Stop talking down on the things that you have achieved, because when you talk down on the things you have in life, you talk negatively about anything you have, eventually you're going to get rid of that thing. That thing will go away from you. Talk down on your boyfriend or girlfriend enough, eventually they won't be with you. Talk down on your kids enough, they're going to grow up to not ever want to talk to you. They're going to resent you. You must talk up on the things you achieve, no matter how small it is. You made your first $10 in sales today, be happy. You made $10. That was more than the zero that you made yesterday. If you're just checking in, please tap the screen 500 times. That was more than the zero that you made yesterday. So be thankful for the fact that you got that $10 or that small achievement. Stop talking down on your accomplishments. And number three, remember that success is one step at a time. If you want to have a successful life, a life is comprised of what? A bunch of years, right? How do you make up a successful year? Have a bunch of successful months. How do you have a successful month? Have a bunch of successful weeks. Successful weeks is made up of days. What are days made up of? Hours and activities, tasks. If you want to have a successful day, all you got to do is be as successful as you can with every single task you do today. So when you drive to work, do that successfully. When you do your first job at work today, your first activity at work, be successful at that. You got to get on this conference call, be successful at that. You got to go to the gym, do it to the best of your ability. If you do every single task to the best of your ability every single day, you have no choice but to have a successful life. That's what a life is made out of. So you can't have a successful life in one day. You might not become a millionaire in one day, but listen, if you can make $100 every day and then build on that 100, maybe get 105, then 107, then 120, then 250, if you just keep building on it, you eventually can have success. But you can't get it. You can't get success if you keep disrespecting your own success. You got to respect your success. So recapping those 3 points, thank you to the person who recapped. If you're just checking in, please tap the screen 500 times so we get that heart action going over there. 3 things for success. Number one, respect even the smallest success. Be thankful for even the smallest achievement, no matter how little it is. You decided you're going to wake up a half hour earlier every day and you did it. Be thankful for that. Don't talk down there, oh, well, it's only a half hour. See, that's what people do. That's number 2. Don't talk down on your respect. Number 3, even the smallest things, it takes one step at a time. So even the smallest things matter, because you got to take that small step to get to the big step. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And thank you for that person who said 1,000 hearts. But the way Periscope works, if after 500 it stops counting. So if 500 is all you need. After 500 hearts, the rest of the hearts don't count from that person. So each person can do 500 hearts. But everybody, my name's Dre All Day. My podcast is called Work on Your Game. If you like what you just heard, subscribe to my podcast. It's called Work on Your Game. And you can find out all this stuff. My Snapchat is also at Dre Baldwin. You can find out all this stuff that I'm talking about. The podcast, Snapchat, everything else about me is at my website. It's called DreAllDay.com. And I'm giving away my book. The Mental Handbook is free. The Mental Handbook is completely free. Just go to my website, click on the programs button. You can get the Mental Handbook, the physical book, not the ebook, the physical book in your mailbox, so you can hold it in your hand. You can get it free. Go to Work on Your Game University. That's WOYGU.com. All of those links are at DreAllDay.com. DreAllDay.com. Hit me on Snapchat, and I got everything that I just told you. Y'all can find it. Just Google it. Look up my name. I'm everywhere. Work on your game. Dre All Day. If you're on Snapchat, hit me on the Snap. My Snap name is at Dre Baldwin. You already know how that works. And I got a podcast, if you didn't know. It is called Work on Your Game. It is an everyday podcast where I talk about getting yourself into the right mindset, that bulletproof mindset, getting yourself seen, heard, known, getting the exposure you want, and making things happen in your life instead of waiting for things to happen to or for you. Subscribe to that podcast. We're on iTunes, SoundCloud, and Stitcher. Make sure you check it every single day. Make sure you're subscribed so you catch the heat. Work on your game.
Dre Ball, Dre Ball, Dre Ball. I feel like Dre Ball, Dre Ball, Dre Ball. I feel like Dre Ball, Dre Ball.